Hello there, and welcome back to GNL Sundays, the show where I, in front of the incredibly messy desk, talk to you about Nerf. I'm Taylor, and this week, we got some new toys to look at. This past Wednesday, some new information showed up online about some new rifle blasters coming out. How cool is that? Anyway, let's get into it. Our first new rifle blaster is the Fate XXII 100. As the name implies, it comes out sometime next year and holds one round. Now from how it looks, it's pretty safe to say that it's basically just a knockout with the prime back here, set it down here. But I gotta be honest, this thing looks great. It's in a more traditional pistol-esque shape than the knockout, which is honestly quite bulky. Hopefully this will mean it'll fit in holsters better. From the pictures that are shown, I think you put the round in first and then prime, which I think closes the breech, but I could be totally wrong on that. This image seems to throw a bit of a wrench in that. I'm gonna blame it on photo listing weirdness. I mean, this is the photo for the Modulos Long Strike. Like, what the heck is this? They put the scope on wrong, and how did they get the mag in backwards? But that's besides the point. As of the writing of this video, the Fate will cost $12.59 when it comes out next year. A little more than the $10 of the knockout, but still pretty good in my opinion. The next new blaster on the list is the Vision, no not that Vision, XXII 800. Now this thing's pretty interesting. Yes, I know, Wacom already made that joke, but it's funny. Give me a break. Retailing for $20.99, this is a T-pole blaster just like the Fate, but it has an 8-round side-loading internal magazine sticking out the bottom. It's kind of like a hybrid of a fire strike with a side swipe with the capacity of a takedown. The side-loading mechanic makes it so you can reload even while a round is chambered, which is something the Chronos can't do. You gotta open the breech for that. It kind of reminds me of the X-Shot Chaos Meteor with the whole hand guard that's actually the magazine type thing. Definitely a cool blaster, don't get me wrong. But I probably won't be picking one up because the whole handguard makes it hard to holster, and I already have a Chronos, which is good enough for me. And $20? A bit much for what you're getting in my opinion. I mean, at the time of filming, which is Friday, the turbine is currently $20, and I am going to grab that. And the final new blaster on this list is the Pathfinder XXII 1200. Now this thing looks awesome. We finally have a pump-action, magazine-fed rival Springer in a standard configuration made by Nerf. Looking at you, Hypnos. Now, of course, this isn't going to be hitting near as hard as like a rival burn, but rival never really had anything like this when they really should have from the beginning. Now let's talk aesthetics here for a moment. I love the styling of this thing, and the sleek form factor is just top-notch. The magazine juts out at a weird angle, but hey, it looks cool, okay? And the magazine has a sling point on it. How much more tactical can you get? Now for $31.49, it's a bit pricey, but so is everything nowadays with Hasbro, but to be frank, I'd buy it. If I had a job. McDonald's has not gotten back to me for weeks. I filled out their forms and everything. I paid for the safety training, but that's all the blasters covered. Let's talk about these new rounds for a second. I didn't even know this was possible, but Hasbro somehow brought AccuStrike to Rival. This is the new Nerf Rival Accu round, and this is the data they showed to prove that they were true to their name. I mean, it's an improvement, I'll give them that. This image shows the Accu rounds being, well, more accurate than their older yellow cousins at 30 feet, but they didn't show how wide these circles were, so I'm holding off judgment until people actually get their hands on these things. There's also a bunch of disclaimers at the bottom, so I'm not getting my hopes up just yet.
Accuracy based on test data comparing precision and repeatability of blasters and rounds fired under controlled conditions at 30 feet 9 meters away. Visual spread based on multiple datasets overlaid for comparison. Outliers excluded. Ability to hit target will vary depending on the user's skill, project condition, and other factors. Accu rounds improve accuracy in most Nerf rival blasters.
But to be honest, I don't really care if these new rounds make a difference. The blasters look cool. I'm just super glad that we're seeing something good out of Hasbro again, because 2021 has not been a great year for their blaster quality. Commando rifle. So let's start 2022 strong with some new rifle stuff. Go Hasbro, I still believe in you, just don't screw it up again. And with that, that's the end of our show. If you have any constructive criticisms or suggestions, throw them in the comments. But that's all from me. See you next time. I keep forgetting how powerful this thing is.